Deja vu. Got a feeling like I've been before. Yeah. You telling me you miss me. Well, can you tell me why I met you before? I swear my days are just running together. Highs, lows. Highs, lows. Highs, lows. Highs.
Getting high, just to balance out the lows. Yeah, sipping sodas, drinkers got me moving kinda slow. Yeah, demons in disguises got me plotting on my foes. Yeah, deja vu, you know just how it goes.
Oh shit, yeah. Let me tell you the close, a nigga's too young. I do what I want when I get the dog, but don't get me wrong, that don't mean I don't clock in. Yeah. I put in that work with no sense of stopping. You get my word, unless the Lord make me quit. Just a few short lists of the motivations, just that big dream, just to lead to that green thing. Don't forget where my heart came. Midwest red nigga all day. You get down with it, make some rounds with me, cause I'm fucking my time in the long way. If you frown, then don't come around, cause every round that you make is the wrong way. Yeah, my bro said that it's hella lit. I told him I'm there like 4 minutes. I already got the cold liquor. I'm bringing some smoke, some more switches. Phone blowing up, I ignore the car, cause I'm pulling up. Let it's on with it. She saying she love me and ready to settle. Well, baby girl, you got the wrong nigga. Like, I'm tryna be focused. With you, I can't focus. Just give me my potion. Let me be, cause I'm not tryna blow this. Like, got a proportion, cause I just wanna blow me a potion. Another day is another lesson, like I'm frozen a moment. Deja vu. Got a feeling like I've been before. Yeah. You telling me you miss me. Can you tell me why I met you before? I swear my days are just running together. Highs, lows. Highs, lows. Highs, lows. Highs.
Just look at my eyes, they low. Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
Please don't kill my shit.
We don't play that shit on my side. That's a no. Plus I'm smoking high tide. Keep that on the low. Let's get it. Fake shit is just see-through. We out of touch, but I reach you. Come fly with the eagles. With a bird's eye view, I peeped you. Her skin tone look tropic. Her hips are hypnotic. Don't tell me you love me. That love shit is toxic. Getting to the 1, 2, 3s. For a nigga knew it's ABCs. Heard them saying what you know about that. Tell them niggas what you know about me. See the money got an ETA. Gotta get it ASAP. Plus her brother got a PYT. That's tryna be BAE. You see the old way wasn't working, so it's time just for this shit to change up. Ain't got time, but if it's worth it, then I'll make a arrangement. Many people that I know starting to look like strangers. Swear I've been in here before, feels like this shit was
deja vu. Got a feeling like I've been before. Yeah. You telling me you miss me. Well, can you tell me why I met you before? I swear my days are just running together. Highs, lows. Highs, lows. Highs, lows. Highs.
Getting high, just to balance out the lows. Yeah, sipping sodas, drinkers got me moving kinda slow. Yeah, demons in disguises got me plotting on my foes. Yeah, deja vu, you know just how it goes. Yeah, keep this shit together before it gets out of control. Yeah, is this a better place? Feels like I've been in here before. Yeah, don't know we never met, you seem like someone that I know. Yeah, so don't hold nothing back and just let everything go.
Yo, 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 yo. It's Black Marker Bandit. It's another Tuesday night. Oh, I'm slipping. What's up, Solo? I can't with this guy. Oh,
my moment, right? Salute to Taco Tuesday. I try to do it for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, we got P-Butta on the cast with us today. What's good?
Salute to P-Butta.
What's poppin', man? What's going on?
Yeah.
Salute to you in that video, bro. When we opened up with, it was like a whole movie.
Thank you, man. It was a lot of work, so I really appreciate that.
We're gonna get.
How long ago was that? How long
ago?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't want to lie, man. I want to say 2018, maybe 19.
Okay.
It's a very good video for 2018, 2019. That was some good work.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a challenge, but we enjoyed it. We enjoyed it a lot.
Well, we're gonna get more into that in a little while. Before we do that, just want to say what's up to everybody for tuning in tonight. Solo, do you want to say what up to the ugly people today, or is today just not one of the days?
No, I'm busy, bro.
Solo's over there munching it out, so I'm gonna shout y'all out. Shout out to the ugly people, because that's what we do on here. We shout out the ugly people. Today I'm gonna do it while Solo eats and munches out rudely on the podcast. But that's what Solo does. At least you got a champion shirt on over there. You somewhat dressed.
Exactly.
You somewhat dressed.
Exactly. I've been talking too much lately, so let me enjoy my little last. You know what I'm saying? And
there you go.
I'll be with you in a minute.
Well, while you're doing that, just want to remind everybody, Loud on 7th, we got September 8th through 11th. We're going to be streaming out 4 different events, one event each day, but we'll be out there the whole weekend. We got the kickoff show. We got the Kid Capri show, which I'm really excited about. We got the Young and Loud show, which is an all ages event on Saturday. And then we got the MC battles on Sunday.
Hey, all right then. Okay, shout out to Loud on 7th.
Yeah, so
Sunday what time?
Sunday at what time?
I did Loud on 7th, I think last year before that.
Yeah, you was at the first one, wasn't you? Then you performed at the first one? Yeah, I think I remember that. I think we had you on the cast, if I'm not mistaken, too. I
don't think I got on, but I definitely met y'all for sure. I definitely remember seeing you guys.
Yeah. I think at the kickoff show was over there. So I'll be working all the events. You know, I'm one of the organizers there. So I'll be in between doing these streams. I'll be out there all weekend regardless. Los Diggity's gonna be out there with us on some of the streams, as well as he'll be performing out there as well. And then we got La Marqueta in Brooksville for Hispanic Heritage. We're going to be kicking off with Park Jams, so we'll be doing a stream out there.
When is that?
The 17th, the following weekend after Loud on 7th. Yeah. Okay. So that should be interesting. So we be working. Yeah, we be working a little bit here, a little bit there.
I met y'all was working.
Yeah, this is exactly how it works, right?
Bro.
We also got a new show called Two Buffoons, One Lagoon that we just dropped today or this morning.
Two Buffoons, One Lagoon.
Two Buffoons, One Lagoon. These fellas are funny. Dirk and Sean, shout out to them. They had me laughing while we were filming this, while we were producing it. We just filmed another episode this past weekend, but we dropped the first one. It's actually their 10th episode because they've been doing it on audio. This is their first video episode, and we decided to drop it on the channel. So, and anybody that goes in through one of their pages, you got a special deal on the Roku app. So they can catch that on the Roku app, on the website, and they'll follow all the pages because These guys are funny and entertaining. So we got that going on. So besides that, I think we switched things. It's basically $10 a year to have access to all the content on the Roku channel.
That's it.
That's it. $10 a year. It's less than 3 gallons of gas a year.
$10 a year.
That ain't nothing. So you get access to all the channels. If you get in now before the price goes up, you get access to it. That's a lifetime. Yearly subscription. So it won't go up on you. I'm not Netflix.
Yeah. So for now, yesterday's price is definitely today's price and tomorrow's price.
And tomorrow's price, but that's only if you get in on yesterday or today's price. You feel me?
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, livemarket.tv. So I think that's all I got on that. So besides that, this week, before I go into the latest news, I went car shopping with my son for his new whip.
Hey.
Okay.
And let me tell you, the prices on these cars, because he wasn't trying to get a new car. He's a college student starting. So he had his hoop thief. They're in high school. And he decided it's time to upgrade. So he went one step further and said, I'm going to get a used car, but a newer used car. And let me tell you, the prices are not. It is for the birds, bro.
For real?
Yeah, for the birds. Almost makes you want to just get a new car.
Yeah.
See, that's crazy, though, especially for you're not trying to get no teenager no new car.
Nah.
But
I ain't had no new car when I was a teenager.
But the way the market is right now, all these used car salesmen are boasting the price on their cars. They're coming off the lot 3 days, something's wrong with the car, can't take it back, bought as is. What the kid's gonna do? So you got to get it from a reliable dealership.
Right.
But now the price is definitely gonna go up.
Oh yeah, he got a CarMax, so he got the premium price, but he also got the premium warranty. That we took it to
that is the main thing about the dealership is the warranty. When I was looking for a car a couple months back, I went about 6-7 days shopping for cars. Me and my father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My father got one. Maybe like a week. He had to service it. He had to put another $1,000 into it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On the contrary, I went to a dealership. I got me a 2018, 2017, but it only had 30,000 miles on it, and they gave me warranty bumper to bumper. Right. They gave me lifetime. Oil changes and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm covered. Roadside assistance, all that. 20 racks. I gave him 20 racks out cash, and that was it, son.
No interest, cash. Go ahead and flex, Solo. Go ahead and flex.
No, I didn't mean to say all that. It was the Mexican food. Yeah.
What was your first car, P-Butta?
My first car was a 1986 Buick Park Avenue.
Oh snap!
Mm-hmm.
I had an 85 Chevy Celebrity. So I feel
85?
You. Yeah, 85 Chevy Celebrity.
I think I had an 83 Oldsmobile Regency, huh?
Yeah.
Yo, look. My first car was so bad, man. My first car was so bad. It was supposed to be though. It was my first car.
Yeah.
The back door for the back right side, that door didn't open. Right. So you had to go. Yeah, you was only one entry from that side, and then, man, that car was so old, bro. Like 86, bro. That car was older than me.
Yeah. That's what it feels like, right? When you get it. Man. Yeah, mine had no AC, dark red interior, jet black car. Solo, remember that car?
Hold on, what kind of car you say you had again?
85 Chevy Celebrity.
Ooh, you had a Celebrity, though.
Yeah, it was one of them boxy looking cars. Yeah. Shout out Cello in the chat, by the way.
You had the box. That's an OG. You ain't had a bubble. You had the box.
Yeah, I had the box. Cello. Shout out Cello on the chat, bro.
Oh, what up, boy? Boom, baby.
He said, boom, boom, baby. Yo, he said his first car was a Datsun 510. Pobrecito.
Wow.
A Datsun 510. That's crazy, bro.
Hey, but
He pushed that heavy.
When you get your first car, you grateful for that first car.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Especially if you ain't never had a car before. It's like, yo, I'm grateful for my first car.
Yeah, especially when you had a friend who always gave you rides, but his whip never went in reverse. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
you know what
really?
I'm saying? So we're in the parking lot and we had to wait for certain people to leave so we could, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we could let it, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Y'all gotta put it in neutral and push it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember pushing the cars that were stick shift just to get them to start and get them to go pop.
Yeah.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I've definitely been that guy. And it's ugly, man. Especially like one thing I've realized when it comes to like, especially being a man, you trying to be fly and all that other stuff, especially trying to get girls and stuff. Your car, bro, it can make you look real ugly in certain situations.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Like, I done had situations where like, where your car completely break down. I mean, you about to pick shorty up from her house, and your car break down in front of her house. So now it ain't even no date no more. The date is over. Like you ain't going nowhere. You definitely ain't going to her house. So now you just broke down in front of shorty house.
Now she's trying to help you out. Call AAA.
Bro, I'm broke as hell. I ain't got no insurance, bro. I'm out here driving.
That's crazy. I remember I took my OG with to see my first ex-wife back in the day. He had an old Chrysler. That shit was beat up, but it ran.
Right.
Boom. He was over there right behind Busch Gardens on Bougainvillea. That's where they lived at. So I would park the car on the side, leave the car running, say what's up to her, give her a kiss on the slide, woo woo. But it lasted longer than the kiss, B. So I'm looking out the window, the car's up in smoke, son.
No.
Yo, the engine's smoking and all that, man. Yeah, son. I wasn't supposed to be over there either, son.
How long was you out there?
I mean, a good 45. It was an OG car, though.
45? You ain't had no gas in that one.
Nah, it was smoking like something like, you know what I mean? It wasn't flaming, but it was smoking.
Oh man, that's horrible.
It was Snoop Dogg smoking, you know what I mean? heavy.
Heavy duty, bro.
Heavy.
That's crazy. Well, my son won't be going through that. He got himself a nice little whip. He started college this week, so he's feeling himself right now.
What you say you end up getting him?
2015 Hyundai Elantra.
Oh, he good, man. As a 15, man, he good.
Yeah, he good. He got a nice radio in there. He got
the backup camera and all that, huh?
Nah, he don't got a backup camera. He wanted one, but he can get one of those. He can get one of those.
Oh, good.
You can buy one on Amazon, huh?
Right. Be more aware. Learn.
Yeah, facts. He got to learn. You know what I'm saying?
You can buy one on Amazon.
Besides that, the only other thing I had going on this week, I did Solo. You asked me earlier. I did watch the Prey movie. I know P. You said you didn't watch it. We're
not gonna discuss it because he ain't watch it.
It's basically the new Predator. You seen the Predator movies, right?
Yes.
All right. So this is like the new Predator movie, but it's like based in like back in the day when
the Spanish people.
Yeah, basically. Well, it was Indians, and it was and basically it was like the 1700s. In the United States, and basically was like Predator shows up there, and it's basically the Indians and the conquistadors or whoever else is after the Predator. So apparently it's a badass Indian chick, and she basically whips that ass.
Come on, son.
Oh, word.
Yeah, she pretty, bro. You gotta watch it. It's for me, it was the first Predator movie I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but it was the first one that I've liked since the first movie. Because all the rest of them I was kind of like,
Because they put out a couple.
They did. They even did Alien vs Predator too.
Did
you watch those?
Seems like the movie on Netflix coming out a little better than the theater joints.
They are, right?
So the Prey is on Netflix.
Nah, it's on Hulu, but something like that. I watched a couple Netflix new joints that were like, you know what I mean? They were pretty dope.
Yeah. Which ones?
Um, I can't even remember, son.
See, it's hard. But you can't tell me and just not tell me. It's horrible,
Nah, because
bro.
I don't remember.
You got to move your laptop screen down though, or up.
You know,
Yeah,
you know I got.
because it's cutting off the top of your head. You look like you got a flat top, bro.
You know I got a memory problem. Yo, I'm about to grow my hair, so you know what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. You Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
I'm about to be a 45-year-old braided ass dude. Huh?
Well, besides that, Solo, you were telling me earlier that people are identifying as what is it? Furries?
Furry, B. That's crazy.
I don't know. Explain that to me. I wasn't quite understanding where you're going with that. I think I've heard this before.
I can't explain it. I know as I picked up a friend of mine's daughter from school, right? Mm-hmm. So like, how was your day? And then she proceeds to tell me that she was being chased by a furry. And I'm like, y'all got fairies in your school? Like, you know what I'm saying? Do they? Nah, they obviously they dress up as animals and identify themselves as a certain animal, and that's how they act in school and dress up.
The fuck is he talking about?
And most of them are with the touchy feely thing. They like to touch and feel, you know what I'm saying, on people and be in their little comfort zone. It bugged me out a little bit because I thought she was lying, but she was dead serious.
Like touchy, like I'm just gonna just touch you for no reason.
Yeah, like they be making the animal noises of their choice. You know what I'm saying? So if they got like a cat or something, so they start walking around meowing and all that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, That's on everything. I don't know, bro. I said the same thing. Like I ain't give too much.
Have you heard of this, P? Have you heard about this?
If somebody's watching, please comment. I'm sounding real bugged out right now, but that's something real, son.
It's something real.
It's something real, son. These kids out here identifying themselves as furries, B.
So furries refer to like an animal, any animal, right?
Any animal of their choice, I guess, and that's how they act and that's how they dress during school days. And some like to, make the noises and touchy-feely their friends and all that, or anybody else, or chase them around. Like, you know what I'm saying, my homie's daughter was saying to me. I didn't give her much of a reaction, you know what I'm saying? I like to respect their boundaries, or maybe one of their friends is a furry or whatever. But when she got out the car, son, I was like, yo, I'm at the stop sign, like, what? What just happened?
You got P over there like, what the hell are we talking about right now?
What kind of conversation? You ain't never heard that?
Hell no, I ain't never heard of no.
Yo.
Wait, question.
I don't know, bro.
You said this is school? What grade is this?
This is high school.
In high school?
Yeah, son. Yo, listen.
Fuck y'all me.
Like, I'm just asking.
So you saying that the students, like the students, can dress up as animals and act like animals and talk like animals.
Yeah, they identify as their furries. That's their like transgender and straight and double crossed it and pan and flan and Peter Pan and all that.
So this is one of the ones that they're gonna add to the list. Furries.
I'm not saying. I'm saying they should. They should add the F to the LGBTQIA. Add the F to it, because you know what I'm saying. The furries are in town. You can't leave them behind.
This is unfortunate, man.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I'm serious.
So if they're like a dog, are they sniffing each other's asses and shit? If they're a dog and shit.
Like, come on, man. This is for real. It's getting crazy at this point. Like, real talk. Like,
I don't know.
Demonic
that's nuts.
spirits, B. Demonic spirits.
Hey, man, you want to be an animal? Yeah, go be an elephant in front of an elephant. We'll see how that turned out.
That's a good point.
How the hell you trying to be a fox in high school? Like, what?
Go be a lion. Go play with
I'm
this.
just saying, like,
Imagine somebody walk up in there being a chupacabra or something.
Yeah, chupacabra. Oh my god. Well, that's kind of crazy, bro.
Yeah, bro. It bugged me out, bro. It bugged me out, made me sad at the same
that's
time.
wild. I ain't never heard nothing like that. That's wild.
That
I
is
heard
wild. That is wild.
I
Well,
heard it too. I heard it 3 days in. 3 days of school in, son. I heard it.
yo, that's nuts, bro. I can't deal.
I can't even. Oof. I can't even do it.
So in other news,
Yeah.
other than furries,
Yeah.
just something a little crazy. Airlines have been getting crazy. People getting real agitated these days. Prices going up. And apparently, in Spirit Airlines, one of the agents decided to get into a fight. I guess.
Oh yes, son.
With one of the.
You haven't lost your mind. Don't touch me.
I want to play you the original video because there's a few things in here that I just want to
You
point
got
out.
video?
Oh, I got a video. Hold on.
Yeah.
Watch me, bro. Watch me work.
Yeah.
Watch me work.
That's not it.
You haven't lost
Wait,
your
what?
mind. Don't touch me ever.
No, that's not it. Hold on.
Not it.
Oh, he just took his proposal like that.
Yeah, that was different. That was a different
Oh,
video. My
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
That was from a previous show. My bad. My bad.
Yo.
Yeah, that was like the biggest. That's the biggest hater in the world, son.
That was the
He
biggest
took
hater in
that
the world,
man-
but that wasn't what I was trying to show you. That wasn't what I was trying to show you. My bad.
He took that man shine like
Yo.
that.
I ain't gonna lie, I probably would have stolen that.
Right?
You just
Hold on.
hijacked my whole proposal.
Right. All right. Let me get Solo back in here. I think
And
I
he
got us
ran-
now.
He ran.
I think I got us now. Boom. I got it right. Okay, so here we are. This is the actual one.
In your life, you touched me first, and then you got in my face. Don't ever invade
Get
my
out of my
personal
bed!
space.
Get out of my bed!
No, I'm not.
You fucking
I'm
faggot!
not. I'm here.
You fucking
I'm here.
butt
I'm
fucking
here.
Japanese
I'm
old
here.
German ass
You're
bitch!
touching me again.
You're fucking
You're
titties.
touching me again.
Get the fuck out of
You're
my
touching
face,
me
bitch!
again.
It's all
You're
on
touching
camera,
me. It
sweetheart.
surely is.
You touched
It
me.
surely, but you in my
Your
personal
ugly
space.
ass.
You're in my personal
Out of my
space.
face.
You're in my personal
Yes.
space. Stay out of my personal space.
Get that fucking ticket.
You
Get the fuck out of my face,
she's
bitch.
touching me. She's touching me. And I'm telling you, don't put, she can't put her hands on me.
Okay, stop it! Hey, hey!
Now, don't you ever put your hands on me. No, get this for everybody. Back off from me. This bitch put her hands on me.
Not gonna fight that woman,
This
man.
bitch put
No,
her hands
watch
on
out,
me.
man. You ain't gonna fight that woman, bro. You're not gonna fight that
You
woman.
got the wrong person.
Don't fight that woman, bro.
You got the wrong person. You bitch just put my hands
I
on
don't know.
me.
You ain't
I
gonna
don't
fight
give a fuck
that
about
woman.
that.
You ain't
relax,
gonna
relax.
You ain't gonna fight no woman.
I don't give a fuck.
Fight a
Relax,
woman.
relax, relax, relax.
I fight whoever. I
Put
fight
your hands on
whoever.
me.
Take a
fight
deep
whoever.
breath.
Put your hands
I
on
fight
me.
whoever.
Put your hands.
I fight whoever. I fight whoever. Knock
your bitch
whoever.
ass out.
Knock me out.
Relax.
All right. So that was I wanted to play the original video because I wanted to play it from start to finish. So apparently something happened with the lady's seat. She got off the flight. He was one of the people that was working there. He had her move over to the side. Nobody really knows what started the whole fight, but apparently they got into it, and that's what went down in the middle of the airport. She did smack the shit out of him. she stole on him, but then he returned the favor.
That's what made him mad. That's what made him mad, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
That she was able to fire off on him and embarrass him pretty much.
Yeah, so he went, and then he returned the favor. So shout out to the homie at the end, though. He was able to stop it from continuing to go on because I do agree, as a dude, you can't just keep stealing on a chick. Even she gets one in on you, let it go.
Right.
Like,
You gotta let it go.
But
You gotta let it.
shout out to the homie at the end. That's why I wanted to play it to the very end. Sometimes we don't see that. Everybody just walks around with their phones. So it was good to see somebody step in the middle.
It's a lot of clickbait out here.
Yeah, so apparently no charges have been filed though. So I guess good for them. They're still investigating it.
Did he keep his job?
He's suspended from what I understand. I don't know that he's fired, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna get fired. I don't know. I mean, he grabbed her feet. She fell down on the floor. He stole on her in the back of her head. And I don't know. I don't know.
That's a good chance. Well, let's hope he still has his job after this.
Yeah. So in other news, I got two more things, and then we'll get into this. Feds basically are finding Rick Ross's family Wingstops. This I don't have a video on. There is no video, but apparently multiple Wingstop locations in Mississippi run by Rick Ross and his family have been fined by the Department of Labor's Wage and Hour Division for several violations. On August 11th, they announced it had collected $114,427 in back wages, liquidated damages, and civil penalties from 5 Wingstop locations in the state operated by Boss Wing Enterprises. They liquidated damages for 244 workers, as well as an assessment of $62,753 in civil money penalties. Violations included forcing employees to illegally pay for safety training, uniforms, background checks, and cash register shortages. And in some instances, this caused some employees' average hourly rates to fall below the $7.25 federal minimum wage.
Oh.
Crazy, right?
Oh.
Yeah. Now, I'm pretty sure he doesn't run the stores himself. So I'm pretty sure other people run the stores. It's a family-owned thing, so maybe his family runs it or whatever. They run multiple locations, from what I understand. But they're not the first business I see doing this. Making their employees pay for paid training, making their employees pay for uniforms and shit like that. It raises the question of whether companies should be able to get away with this shit. If he's getting slapped with these penalties, then that should say something.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, jobs I feel like they should supply the uniforms and stuff.
Right. So that's kind of the moral of the story here is you should.
I mean, I think so. You know, I mean, you got to apply the equipment, you know, and
then again, what kind of people are getting hired? Are they getting hired on the strength of Rick Ross's chain and they're about to blow up, or are they getting hired off? I don't care who it is. I ain't paying for no training.
I don't think they know it's his. They may not know that it's his store. You know, a lot of those people that work there, like at Wingstops, like my daughter used to work at Wingstop when she was in high school. You know,
that's crazy. I never ever had that. You had to pay for training. I never really heard of that before.
Listen, yeah, but your daughter ain't had to pay for training.
Listen, my daughter's had some jobs that like they've had some questionable practices. Like now that I'm like I have like grown kids that are like all adults with jobs. What I've noticed is that like I've watched some of these jobs be playing with them and like do stuff that I'm like, y'all ain't really allowed to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because they're young. You're right. That's exactly why. Because they're young. They hire these young bucks and they do what they want and they don't expect them to know their rights as workers.
That's right.
So I've found myself in the last, I say, year or two educating my kids on what your right as a worker is. Like, you know, you're not entitled to anything in this world, but when you are working, you do have some rights and for a company. So and they got to kind of adhere by that. And a lot of times they don't. So this is not new. Like, this is not just something he did. I think a lot of places do this stuff.
I do believe you on that, though. A lot of workplaces be cutting a lot of corners.
Yeah. I think it's messed up, especially in this economy.
Yeah. Post-pandemic. Hell yeah.
In Rick Ross's case, like, come on, bro. You Rick Ross. You the boss.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a good look.
It's not a good look.
Yeah, hopefully we can bounce back.
Yep. In better news, though, Nipsey Hussle got his Hollywood star.
I definitely seen that today.
Nipsey Hussle got his star. Nice. So, you know, sometimes we wish these guys can get their flowers beforehand, but the fact that, you know, he was able to get that recognition even afterwards, I think that's dope. It's good to recognize the people who had influence. You know, and I feel like at the end, his last album really and his moves really were that. You know, I feel like a lot of people started locking into him right before all this happened, which was the tragedy of it. So,
yeah, man, he was on his way.
Crazy. So
yeah,
that's all I got for news, guys. I got nothing else for news.
Yeah, because it was getting boring, son.
Yeah. Solo, you're an ass. So let's talk about you, P. We played your video at the beginning.
Damn, nigga.
Yeah, right. You over there, You're over there with your freaking burst, bro, like a beast. But we played your video in the beginning. I want to talk about that first, and then we'll just talk about you as an artist and stuff. So in that video in the beginning, there was a lot of production value to that. I took some work. Yeah, there was fake blood. There was scripting. There was acting going on there. How was the creation of that video? Like, what was the idea behind it, and what did you guys put into that?
Yeah, it just started from the song, for real, for real. Shout out to Up Films. He killed all my videos. But it just started with like the concept of the song rather, and we just try to put that into a visual form, mainly just capitalizing on the title of the song, which is Deja Vu. Mm-hmm. So trying to play like the Deja Vu effect. How can we play that, and to the song? So pretty much once we started getting it down like on paper, making notes and just like seeing it and comparing it, from the lyrics and to real life, everything just starts coming together. And once it started coming together, we just had to scout, find these places, find the people, and got us a real nice music video.
Yeah, and I noticed that about a lot of your videos there that you got in there. You got some good. It's almost like you guys script them out before you do them.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I definitely appreciate the visual arts. When it comes to the music, because it just gives it another life. Brings it into life.
So tell our people where you from, like, and what's the angle of the music? Like, what do you feel like is your angle?
Oh man, what's your angle? That's a good one. Well, I'm from Illinois. I was born in Chicago Heights, raised in Bloomington, Illinois. Midwest. I just put on for that all day. And as far as my angle, I don't really think I got an angle. Like, for me, when it came to music and hip hop, I was just a fan first, just soaking up everything, listening to everything, and gravitated to what I gravitated to. And as a adolescent, you trying to come up and figure out who you are, your identity, and your coming of age. It can get difficult, because you're trying stuff and you may not be the best, you may not excel, and like for somebody like me, it was like I wasn't the tallest, I wasn't the smartest, I wasn't the fastest, I was you all right, you're like average, you're good, you're pretty good. But when it came to rapping, it didn't matter about none of that stuff. It doesn't matter about how good you rap, how good you can make music. How big you say black and ugly as ever. However, but because he could spit. People started to change their perspective of how he looked based off of how good he could rap. So that's when I realized, when it came to rap, it was about what you were saying. It didn't matter how you look, what people perceive you of. It was like a skill that you can broadcast on your own.
Yeah. How do you feel like that's changed through the years? You feel like it's more the look now? You feel like the skill has depleted like they say it has, or do you feel like the skill still matters?
Yeah, it's 50-50. It's how I go. It's just like stuff that's popping is popping for the reason that it's popping. And people ride those waves or catch big breaks or go viral, Yeah. And then there's people that make like quality music and still play instruments, just a quality feel, It's not necessarily no knock to nothing. It's just, it's just different. It's digital and analog,
I feel that.
Do you feel like every time that you transition into new momentums, do you ever see certain circumstances that can circumferentially entertain your outer vision that only you know how to perceive it, and also how to diametrical the situation when you're in a bad outcome, even though the good outcome is the one you're standing in?
He's like,
I don't even know what you just said right now. Can we do time out?
Just been hit by the gems from the Solo 3/5.
I ain't gonna lie. Oh, is this live? This is live.
This is live.
Okay.
He said time out.
I don't know if this is bad, but this is a real moment. Can I make it first real quick?
Yeah.
Can I use the bathroom real quick?
Listen, look, go ahead, and you go ahead and do what you got to do, and then I'm gonna switch you off for a second. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
Holla at me when you back.
That's a first. That's definitely
Hey, he's being real. Sometimes that's what happens, bro.
first, bro.
He's like, "Are we live right now? You just hit him with the gems." So,
He had to go think about that real quick.
He went to the think tank real quick. Oh man, crazy. Oh my god. Yeah, what do you think, Solo? You think it's like 50-50 now? You think it's more it's 50 look, 50 skill, or you think like still it's all look?
It's all looks, man.
You think it's all look?
It's definitely all look.
I feel like it's like look plus feel. But skill is like very small. It's like 60% look, 30% feel, and like 10% skill.
Yeah, I would say feel. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because I feel like the newer artists are that everything is about how the music feels, how it flows. At least that's how I feel in their cadences and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I tried to get you up, huh?
Man said he had to use the bathroom.
On a live cast, we're gonna have to actually clip this up and then fast forward do like the fast forward clip.
Shout out to everybody watching. Shout out to everybody listening.
Shout out P-Butta over on the throne.
Shout out P-Butta. He had some butter diluted in him. You understand?
He was like, "Is this live?" He was like, "Yeah, that's what we do." But yeah, I don't know. I tried to tag you on some stuff. I was trying to get you in a bar challenge there. I think
we back. Pardon me, fellas. Pardon me.
He ready,
I
man.
handle that business, man.
He ready, man.
It was all right. We just kept yapping over here. We felt like you Solo hit you with the gems, and it felt like you had to think about it for a second.
Man, yeah, that was I don't even know. He said some word. It was like it had like 5 syllables in it.
Most times people will try to talk their way through it too. They'll try to actually answer whatever it is and try to figure out what he's trying to say.
I'm gonna keep it funky, man. He said, what did he say? He said, I don't know what he said. He said dissection radical. I was like, what?
It's like, this is a horrible interview. I don't know what he's saying. Is he speaking Spanish?
Right. Because you definitely caught me.
Yeah.
Can you repeat the question, please?
I don't think he remembers the question. So being that I asked you previously about the skill and the look thing, so one of the competitions we met you at, and saw you at, not met you because we met you previously, but saw you at was King of the Stage recently. How do you feel that competition went? And especially when we're talking about like skill versus the showmanship that was there, because they are kind of two different things. There's different skill sets. Showmanship and bars are two different things.
Mm-hmm. Well, I feel like it's got to be it had to be like a combination of everything, especially if like there are particular rules. If there's like, if they say we want you to be creative, or like some people require like a show mix. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, how they say real MCs don't use vocals. They don't have no vocals on their tracks. So sometimes that could be like a rule or something that could be a requirement. So if it's things like that, the bars, the showmanship, crowd participation, whatever is being judged off of, I think that's what kind of can alter the rules a little bit. But there's a balance though, and you gotta have it, in order to have some type of, spunk, if you will.
I feel that Solo was having PTSD over there. He was getting stressed out.
Seen him. I definitely seen him. He probably
I can't
like
stand. I can't stand people that perform with their backup vocals. I can't stand when they allow their backup vocals to go more than 3-4 bars and just let the backup vocals perform it. I just can't stand that. Now we're going into competition. I can't stand it even worse because that's you're really slapping the face of the artists who really go up there and actually perform and actually put in their time. You know what I'm saying? So, and even though you set the rules for it, the rules are never follows. Everybody comes out and they want to yell and scream over their own vocals. The whole record. I'm not talking about punches. Some punch in and out so you can control your breathing, or some, you know what I'm saying, help you with the cook or whatever the case may be. But the whole record, and you just sitting there when you're ready to take a breath, you just shut up and let the record go. 3-4 bars and all right, I'm done. I can't.
No, you bring a good point. I feel it.
Real talk.
The crazy part is on the streams, when we stream these things live, some of the playbacks you can actually hear that. You can hear the people with the mains on, because we plug directly into the soundboard when we do these performance videos. So you hear everything. You hear all the mess ups, you hear the breath, so a lot of these performances, what you see is the mains. When you see the mains on, their main and their performance are off from each other, because you never really rap it the same all the time. So there's no space to add in a word or flip something or flip it a different way or spit it a different way without going off base. So it almost clashes. So on a stream, it actually sounds bad.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that y'all had the main. It was like, dang, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we do it right. I like that clean sound coming straight in.
Sounds. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I think I got one of your performances, if I'm not mistaken, on there. So
probably first.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So that's. But Solo was mad. Solo say he coming back next year. He got to be in the competition with everything all the way up.
He's like, yeah. Like I said,
and I didn't hear not one judge express that situation.
No, they didn't.
I think I heard it once on a different level, but I didn't hear them express that. I heard how many times they had records out. I heard how many times they did this and how many times they did that, and they put their name on it, how many times they put their stamp on it, and how many times they been in and out the country, and who they put on and who that what. But I never heard, hey, I want to turn your vocals down. Hey, don't let the record outperform you. Hey, you shouldn't stop and let the record keep. Hey, nah. They was just. I forgot.
We gotta get Solo to be a judge.
Hey, see, but they hate him though. He too real for them.
Yeah. Apparently I was too real for them one year. I was a judge one year, and I was too real. I was getting yelled at.
He was getting yelled at.
Yeah, I got yelled at by a few people. There was one artist that really, I went to the back and he was like, "Oh, you judged that all messed up." I was like, "Bro, stop it. Me and you can get on stage and I'll burn you. Stop it. And I'm being real, because I ain't new to this. We don't just talk about it. We did this. So
what, he just didn't like your critique, or what?
He didn't like the critique. Because I didn't enjoy his performance, because I think that one specifically, he had his mains on. He was letting the mains go for a long time, kind of like how Solo said. He wasn't really performing the track. He was basically lip singing, and then almost expecting everybody to just ride with it. And it's like, no, you got to project. When you're on that stage, you have to project. If you don't project, nobody's gonna feel you.
Man, I agree with everything that y'all saying right now. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if that's what you gonna judge it on, because I don't know. Because it could be a lot of acts that don't have that. You probably had 2 acts that follow the rules. You know what I'm saying? And then the rest of them is 8 to 12 of them that didn't. You'd be like, well, shit. We can't just narrow it down to the 2 because the 2 follow the rules. So It's like, it gets.
I get that. But at the end of the day, that should be points taken off. It's not you can't perform. You got points taken off.
Okay, there you go.
But people like to just not care and they just adapt to whatever. That's part of everything in life. People are not putting their 2 cents in. They're just adapting to it. You know what I'm saying? When it's time for them to put their 2 cents in, nobody wants to adapt to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's with everything, bro. So at the end of the day, it's disheartening for the real artists that try, especially in a competition where a rack is on the line. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I will say though, homegirl that won was fire. I will give her that.
Yeah, that is nice. She nice.
I will give her that. Solo's like, I don't want to hear this right now. You're gonna make me mad again.
Because he's probably like a boom bap, like lyrical.
No. Listen,
Super bars.
Listen, and I said this to you, and you can play it back. I literally enjoyed her last performance. I enjoyed the one performance she performed. She literally performed exactly the way we're explaining it right now, son. That's my only situation. So to me, she wouldn't have never. A judge who would have came down on her like that would have never allowed her to go to the round. You know what I'm saying?
That was with her against Pro Material, right?
Yeah, the performance after that was dope. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, but that specific performance, she slid by because that's exactly what she did. She took a breath, allowed the record to play. You know what I'm saying? But the rules are never about that. The rules are always about what, you know what I mean?
Whatever the judges make it about that day.
Exactly. And they very inconsistent because they told Hoffa he couldn't do an acapella, and then Shorty, same one, did an acapella. The only difference is Hoffa did it at the end, she did it at the beginning.
Yeah.
You think they'll express that to her? No. So it's not that I don't like her. It could have been Boo Bop Diddy Bop from Cedar Block who won the competition and did the same thing, and I would have said the same thing. But it just happened to be her. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't about her. It was about the situation that she had in that round, and I thought she should have lost that round, and she wouldn't have moved on.
I feel it. Now
that's the problem with you people. You people, instead of analyzing while I'm talking about, you just want to go straight to the hate. Y'all, he don't like her. Why would I like her? I don't know her. You know what I'm saying? I'm a godly person. You know what I mean? Like I don't hate nobody. So why would y'all say that? But then again, y'all get used to it and y'all just follow protocol. So I don't follow protocol. I'm not from this world.
I feel it. I can respect it.
Jesus said we're not from this world. We in this world, but we're not from this world.
Yeah. You say I'm an alien.
You're not gonna talk to me sideways. Once Jesus comes, that's gonna be the ultimate answer. The aliens took him.
Yeah. This guy. So going back to these performances. So P, I noticed that in a lot of your music. Like I went and scrolled through some of your videos, and then you also have like some like clips and even there's like even an hour-long one where you just have like a sit-down session. Like I think you called it Distress. I forget what the exact name of it was, but where you basically just talk about your story and everything else. So it seems like you're just you're message heavy, you're message driven.
Sure.
Is that accurate?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Definitely message driven. Substance, subject matter. Storytelling. I like it. It's fun, and you can make up stories, tell real stories. And as long as you can really rap good, you know what I'm saying. And then especially if you have a visual in mind before or even as you writing the song.
Yeah.
Oh man, they ain't even rap. I'm seeing this on a whole nother level just because once they hear it, then when I do the video, it's gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I just I like that. It's more because I can't do this typical shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't be up there with like just smoking weed in all my videos and post it up on the block and a bunch of my niggas out there and a couple girls and we in the club and some shit. I mean, I could do it, but there's more to me. You know what I'm saying? And I just like message in subject matter more because it's just it's more real. It's more relatable.
Right. And there is more to us as people, especially as art. People kind of look at artists like, well, you're just. Some people look at artists and say you need to entertain us, or some people look at artists and say you need to like have us find this profound or say these profound things. But really, at the end of the day, we're just humans living this human experience, and there's more to us than just the whatever we put out. As far as the visuals go, there's more to the music than just the music.
Oh yeah, man. Some of these people ain't making art though. They just putting out,
right.
Woo-woo. Or they just putting out stuff just to be putting it out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of artists out here these days. You feel me? And I'm just not even being hating. I'm just being realistic. So there's a difference when you can tell. You could tell when like somebody who can play an instrument. You know what I'm saying? That's like a real musician. That somebody can play. They can probably play, sing. They have music theory. They have knowledge on how to play an instrument. And this other person is just a rapper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and especially depending on what type of rapper you are. So I don't know. I mean, I don't really knock a lot of people, but a lot of people art ain't really art. And then there's some that are really art. And I ain't trying to sound like these new people that make music don't get it because they getting all the shine right now. But
do you feel like it's a new school thing, or do you feel like it's always been a difference between substance and entertainment?
I mean, nah, because there's some substance that's entertaining.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like when DMX Slippin' came out, man, I fell in love with that song. It's like a sad song. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's dope. Like all this, like all songs, all these popular songs or songs as hits don't always. Yeah, they are in happy moods and upbeat and all that stuff. But there's some real songs that are like hits. What is this doing?
This is what he does while we talk. He got like he's like ADHD and shit. This is the ADHD kid. But I feel you. Well, it's a good point that you do though. DMX, he put out a lot of songs that were very deep and that they were hits. They weren't necessarily club hits, but they were radio hits or they were dope videos. I don't know that they always translated to the stage though. Like when you write your music, do you feel like you write more for the video, for the substance of it, or the message, or do you feel like sometimes you do write for the stage, or write for the hype?
I don't think I write for the stage. I definitely think I write for video sometimes, and the other times I just write for the song.
Okay, that's different.
I love to perform. I love to perform.
Did performing change how you wrote at all?
I want to say yes, but I don't think it did though, because I don't think I wrote from the perspective of the performance. Even though I know I can.
Yeah.
It's like the first time I actually thought about it. That's a good question because I love performing, but I've never wrote a song in the perspective of the crowd's going to react to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never done that.
Yeah, it's an interesting. Me and Solo have had these conversations before because we were touring for a while and performing, and I feel like performances really changed how we wrote from the beginning, like the way we wrote in the beginning to where we are now. I feel like performances did have an influence. It's not the only influence, but it's a factor. Like some songs I'll write just for like a video or for a visual or for stuff like that, but some songs are specifically for that.
I can't take this man seriously, man. Doing yoga right now.
Yeah, this is what he does, bro.
This is what he does.
This is what he does. Yeah, this is what makes Solo. And somehow it all makes sense, right, Solo?
It does. It definitely does.
Wow. There's more to him than his ADHD, though. I promise. Oh man. So Do you feel like what you do sits in the because of all this that we're talking about? Do you feel like your stuff sits in that vertical of like life rap, struggle rap, so on and so forth, or do you feel like you're not in that box?
Nah, I'm definitely not in that box.
No.
Yeah, I'm too. I feel like my range is too big for that.
Good.
You know, because
I like that.
yeah, I don't think that. Especially, we're really saying that because my new project I just dropped is based for the summer, so it's really like has a commercial feel to it.
Right.
But it's not commercial. Like, because one of my homies had hit me. He was like, "Hey, bro, no disrespect, but I think you got better, bro." He like, and I'm saying that because you always been dope, but I'm saying that because you like dumbed it down, but this shit is still hard.
Right. I feel you.
I was like, when he said that, I'm like, oh, okay, I feel you. You're like, bro, you make this real simple. You mess with auto tune, bro. You don't be using auto tune. You're like, you did it. It sound good.
Yeah,
I guess he's like from a knowledge aspect of it. It's like, the quality of making a good song.
Right. Yeah, and that's a summer pack EP, right? That you dropped.
Yes, sir. I love that thing, man.
So tell us a little bit about that project.
Man, be real with you, it came out of nowhere. I just kept recording music. I was recording a bunch of music. One of my homies had heard one of the songs that I was recording. And he was like, man, bro, you got this, you got that, you got this. Man, you might as well just drop a summer pack. And I thought about it. And I thought about it a lot more because, these days, like, ever since, like, COVID and, like, life and, I lost my pops around that time and then, like, Nip and Kobe and all these things that be happening in the world, usually I try not to take things for granted these days.
Right.
And so even when it's, like, an idea that's something that sparked like that, I instantly thought about if I could do it. Like, man, can I do that? It's like, should we do that? Like, and it's just taking the risk, taking the initiative to just do it. And it turns out that it came out to be a surprise EP of 5 tracks. I dropped it on the first day of summer, June 21st.
June 21st.
And it just came out of nowhere. I had no lead single. I just dropped it the first day. Nobody knew it was coming. I just dropped it out of nowhere.
You did a J. Cole.
Yeah, I called it.
You called it. Who?
Solo, back up, man. Back up. It's creepy, man.
He's like one of the guys. Look at that. He's just natural. Talking shit right back.
For real.
I like it. Respect. But so what production we got on here? You got any notable producers on here or anybody that in the Tampa area, or did you pull production from somewhere else? What's up?
Nah, it was just like because it came out of nowhere. It was a project just literally came out of thin air. When my bro said it, I was like, damn. I seen it because he said that because the last like 3 songs I recreated were always like for the vibes. They were like summer vibes.
Yeah.
And I was just like, damn, okay. So when I would just put them all collectively and yeah, just put it out. I really didn't have like.
So these are songs you already had done previously, and you kind of packaged them up because they fit the vibe. Then, so you were already working.
I wouldn't even think about putting on a project. I was about to probably do on my single vibe and do my thing.
So where you getting the beat? Where you getting the beats from?
Oh yeah, I'm tripping. My bad.
Yeah.
Got some my man Abel.
Okay.
Abel Beats. He from Arizona. And Lexi Banks. First of all, shout out to Lexi Banks. I've been getting beats from them years. I don't even know if Lexi Banks is a guy or a girl, to be honest.
Okay.
But they're one of them SoundCloud people, but been consistent since then. So I said SoundCloud, SoundClick. Remember SoundClick, but that was before like people started putting their beats on SoundCloud. But Lexi Banks is one of them, and I've been rocking with them for years. But he's got 2 on there. And this one dude that I don't even know, but I end up following him on Instagram because he just dropped gems on Instagram. and his name is, I think I'm pronouncing it Adi Lante. If I'm saying it right, Adi Lante Music, and he got one track on there. So I got a total of 3 producers on there.
Okay, dope. Which is different. Like you just said something that caught my attention because this is different, Solo. We don't get this a lot. You're gathering a lot of your production from people that you may have not necessarily met and that you've met online basically and created connections with and figured their sound matches with my sound, which is a little different than what we're used to. Like we're used to having producers like in-house or like, we know local producers that want to get involved on a project and stuff like that. So that's very different.
Imagine steals a beast and then hands it down to me was leftovers. all kind of stuff happens, bro. I get the leftover beats.
Hey, I got leftovers too. I done been through that stage. I've been there.
But it's different that you actually go online and meet these people. Like we're in that generation, in that time frame where you can do that. You may never even meet the producer. Is that different? Do you feel like that helps your creativity by being disjointed, or do you feel like you would rather have an in-house producer, or do you think this works for you?
Well, I mean, at the time I had an in-house producer, and it was cool. But sometimes when you have an in-house producer, you kind of get too used to the sound. You know what I'm saying? At least for me. And then you might get stingy for beats. Be like, no, hold that, that's mine. No, don't get that to nobody.
Right.
And that's probably my main 2 drawbacks. But other than that, it's good because it's reliable. You ain't got to worry about no issues, no problems. You got them directly, so it's pretty much nothing for y'all to just handle business. So, but sometimes, man, you go online and then there's just people all over the world, man, is just super, super talented. And then you hear a beat from somebody that you think is somebody, and they got their own online presence, and they beats it. Yo, who is this? Who is this? And
right,
it's the music, man. Love for the music.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, that's different. That's different. Do you do a lot of your collabs separate too, like remote, or do you do some of those collabs in person too?
Actually, I need to do more collabs, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to tap in, but it is what it is. But I guess at this point, my collabs are remote, just because we in the day and age, you record it, they send it back, mix and master. Push it out.
You should collab. You should collab with. Y'all should collab.
Yeah. You gonna push it?
Definitely should. I try to collab with people, and it just don't be working out.
What's like the 2-3 most difficult things about collabing with people that you found?
Oh man, time is number one.
Oh, what?
Because, like, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like I say, I try not to take nothing for granted these days. So for somebody to ask me to jump on a song with them, all right, bro, I'm gonna try to take it serious. I'm gonna try to have it back in a decent time. Or if you need it by a deadline, then it's like, okay, tell me that so I can try to meet that deadline.
Right.
What I've experienced, man, it's that they can deliver in time. Or it's like they just ghost you these days. They don't even respond back. You're like, bro, we can do it. It's all good. And then you're like, yeah, bro, you get the beat.
Right.
Bro, you got so what we looking like? And then they probably won't even respond.
Just don't deliver. Don't deliver.
Yeah, some just don't. I mean.
So time, don't deliver. What's the third?
Time. Don't deliver. And I guess I cop out. I just don't like your verse.
That we've taken a few people off verses before.
Yeah, bro, it gets ugly sometimes.
It do, but you can't be mad at it. I've always been a fan of doing it for the song and not for the individuals.
I mean, you on the song. And sometimes that's what people don't realize. Like sometimes I won't necessarily dumb it down, but I'll keep it at a a way for the sake of the song. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to do. Sometimes doing too much can be like bad. You know, because it can like if you try to overcompensate for the song, rather just like letting the part breathe or just letting something ride or whatever. Just like as long as we're making the song, whatever, that's what it's really about.
Right. You got a vibe to it. So what's the plan? What's the plans from here, bro?
Whole lot, man. I got a lot of shows coming up. I'm being in Atlanta in September. I'm gonna be out here in Orlando at the Ozone Fest. Shout out to Chris Audio, the whole team, Ben Phrases, all of them. Ozone.
Shout out, Chris. I tried to get on the Ozone Fest last year to stream, and I was about to this year, but it was the same weekend.
You're weird. This dude is a weirdo. Him in this he's weird. Did you see? He's like.
So he calling you out, bro. First time you got called out. I like this.
Wow. Yeah, man. We at the Ozone Fest. I've been in Atlanta for the Sweet Auburn Fest. I do a birthday show every year, so I'm cooking that up. Whole bunch, man. I'm just trying to stay busy, stay consistent, stay in these people's face.
Well, that brings me to my last topic of the night that Solo actually brought to the table is, and I noticed in everything that you just said, you didn't say one specific place like 5-6 times. So you tend to do doing different shows in different places as opposed to always doing it within the same city.
Oh yeah.
And I guess Solo had asked this question to me earlier or posted in our collection of what we're going to talk about for the night. Was a lot of artists do that. They live in their city, they perform at every event in their city, every opportunity that they get, they run at, and they're performing like every week, and it's usually same set or like a variation set here and there, right, Solo?
Yeah.
So
all the time, 24/7. Holes in the walls, bars, VAs. What do you call them things? People where the old people gather to play bingo and all that.
The Elks Lodge.
Yeah,
the Armory and all that, man.
Yeah.
Nursing homes.
So do you I said nursing homes. No, but I mean, you get the point though. Like basically in the same city, constantly just going on the same cycle. I call it the indie hamster wheel of each city.
Yeah.
And this happens in every city. I mean, I've traveled around. I feel like in every city I've gone to, it's kind of been the same deal. You have your group of artists in that area. That group of artists all create opportunities in between to, in their city to perform, and then everybody jumps on everybody's stuff all the time in a cycle. Do you feel like you purposely stay away from that? Do you feel like you've gotten caught in that before? Like, what's your take on that?
Yeah, both of those. I definitely, in the beginning, I got caught up in this performing at the local areas, the same spots. It was a cycle damn near. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then, but it was cool in the beginning because, you sharpening your craft. You
Right.
getting better as a performer. Figuring out what work, what don't, blah, blah, blah. But I tell you this, though. But I was broke in them stages too. It was hard in the beginning.
Yeah.
You can't really be going to these other places and cities, and
Right.
you can't afford it. It's too much. It's not worth the risk. But like I said, when I tell you this, when I got a reliable source of transportation, I used that mod.
Right. Yeah.
For real. Because it was more beneficial to perform in other cities, at least for me.
Message.
Yeah. Facts.
Real talk. And the main reason why was because, like once I knew I started got really good at performing, I was like, I need to take my show on the road. And I think Tampa was one of the first places I hit. And I did H's show. Was it first? I think it was called the King of the Stage. Yeah, that first. Was that a King of the Stage? I don't even know. But it was a competition.
It was probably
and it was
King
at
of the Stage.
bar. Yeah. and I won. So when I won, it was just like, man, it was like an eye opener for me because that was my first time performing in Tampa, and I won the whole competition, and like nobody knew who I was.
Oh, that was one of the Cypher nights, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
It was one
yeah,
of
it
the
was a
Cypher
cipher.
nights.
There you go. Yeah, it was a cipher.
Yeah, he does.
So when that happened, and then like even other opportunities came from that. I met more people. I met Jaw. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like all of that stuff happened just from that one opportunity.
Right.
So once I experienced that, there's nowhere I was like, yo, I gotta apply this in all kind of ways. You know what I'm saying? The other different cities, and it's Florida, so you can move around this mud. You know what I'm saying? Georgia right there. You know what I'm saying? And just making proper moves that make sense because you get in front of a crowd that don't know you and you are a skilled performer, it can definitely be beneficial towards you.
Now, Solo, he said a few key things actually. He said when he first started performing, because that's pretty much what it is. When I see cats like performing at the same places all the time, usually I attribute that to young performers or performers that are newer to performing.
Can't really knock them just yet.
They're sharpening up, right? And you do take that time to sharpen up. I remember one time when we started up Head Knocker, that was one of the things. I remember when the other guys got mad at us, Solo, and I told them, you want to perform, I'll get you performances. I had these dudes performing like multiple times a week. They took me on my bluff, and it wasn't a bluff. So
you pulled a card.
Oh, we were performing like constantly. I think we had like 100 performances in less than 6 months. It was like ridiculous. Yeah, we were sharp at the end of that, and we took it on the road. We took it on the road after that, and then we started doing the Atlanta shows and the Tennessee shows and all that stuff. But you said something key there. It is sharpening. So Solo, I think there is a benefit to it in some ways in the beginning.
Yeah,
it's a sharpening.
Yeah. I mean, again, as a practice tool, yes. But if we're talking about you're doing, let's say, I don't know, 10, 15 shows that are like holes in the walls.
Yeah,
you're not sticking to that one. Like, for example, you got the Cypher every Wednesday. I think that's a very good practice tool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When they have like special events and stuff like that, I'm sure H will be looking at to be able to reach out to those who they think in between those and in those Wednesdays that are people going there to practice to pick them out and say, hey, you want to perform at this event? Hey, that's how you level up. You know what I'm saying? But when you're performing there, around the corner, in the hookah lounge across the street, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, come on, man. Like we heard that last night. Come on, B.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right there.
Like, and then like H was talking about, it's kind of watered down because then people know who you are. They know you're gonna perform for free. You know what I'm saying? So they might as well just jump on the bandwagon.
And they ain't purchasing shit at the merch table because they already purchased the first shirt or the first CD a long time ago.
You already seen you.
Right. I did notice that when I went out of town, you actually would sell on the merch table. Because people were like, well, I don't know if I'm going to see these people again. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who is this guy? They dope. They just killed the whole y'all one.
I just seen something online, man, on one of those business cards. But it was one business card. And you literally walk around and you just tap the business card to that person's phone and all your social media pops up, including
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Those are the NFS or something like cards.
I don't know. It's one of them Facebook pop-up joints that we be looking at. So.
You could do that with your phone too. It's an NFC function on your phone. So I have like a digital card. If I touch my phone to somebody else's phone, it'll actually transfer it over. Yeah.
What? Just like a social media?
Everything. It has like it pulls in my whole contact info, like a whole contact card that has all my emails, phone number, links, social media.
Start jumping on that.
Yeah,
that'd be smart and cost effective.
Yeah.
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 I might have to look into that.
It's easy because for me, like and it even has like a QR alternate, like just in case people don't have the NFC on their phone, they could just scan it. The QR code does the same thing. It imports the whole contact card in there. And it's dope because, like, for me, I have multiple things going on. So I've got this. I've got music stuff. I've got the Park Jam stuff. So it's like it's got everything in there. in one shot, and no
You
matter who I
probably gotta
talk
watch
to.
out what you're doing. You mess around and slap somebody's phone, and all your and all your photos go slapping on this joint. So.
No, my phone.
He tried to-
Instead of his contacts, all your photos go into that man's phone, huh?
Be like, no. You get
Yo,
all the meat.
I'm gonna need photo number 499 all the way to number 479, please.
We'll put that shit in a secure folder.
You know what I mean?
Hey, real talk, because I ain't gonna lie, my photos leak. It's gonna be over with.
It's like, I was just downloading memes.
Yeah, man. But I like y'all style, man. It seemed like y'all definitely quality dudes about about music and y'all standard and how y'all uphold some people. I could definitely just tell by just the conversation and even the questions that y'all asking.
Man, I appreciate it, man. We love dope shit, man. We like to create. We like to vibe with people who create dope shit. That's it.
Love, bro. I mean, and I sent you guys, a couple times. And for me, I knew this moment was going to come, but I just knew I didn't want it to be forced. I didn't want to press because, just like when I seen y'all doing y'all interviews and stuff, I'm sure there's probably a lot of artists that want interviews and that want to be seen and to be heard and everything like that. And I'm one of them. Don't get me wrong.
Right,
and it's not I'm less hungry than anybody or anything else. But I try to focus on building a relationship first and earning respect before asking for something.
Message.
I'm just saying. I like that. I like that, Solo. You like that?
I gotta respect that. So.
I gotta respect it too, brother. I
That's
appreciate
really
it.
how to move. Real talk.
It's one of these. It's crazy because as we've been doing this, I feel like, and Solo, you can tell me if I'm wrong here, but I feel like we've been bumping into a lot of like-minded people, like-minded artists, or like-minded men and women that just think in this mode of we create, we invest our time and energy into each other, we support each other, and we really all just are trying to convey our message, our story, and share that along. So I feel like everybody's been on that vibe. And I've been real picky about who comes on here for that reason. Like I like having people on here with some substance. Even the ones that are wild got substance.
Yeah, man, it's your platform. Y'all built this for a reason, and you choose to be selective. You know what I'm saying? You have that right.
Yeah, I got no problem saying it. Some people have asked. But
I'm just saying, bro. You want to uphold a certain stature and certain quality when it comes to your platform. So it's like once you just start having people on just because they drop a bag on you, it's like, okay, that's a cool little bag, and then you interview them, you be like, God, this interview sucks.
I'm gonna make that into a clip.
Real talk, bro.
Right, facts.
Painful for the people. They be trying to engage with them and trying to interact and get a little rise out of them. And some of these people be too cool for their own good, bro.
I feel it. Yeah, they do. They do. People be taking themselves a little too serious. Sometimes you gotta lay back and just enjoy the moment and enjoy the vibe.
Hey man, we made it through the pandemic, man.
Yeah.
We here still. Like you better.
We post-apocalyptic right now, Solo.
I'm saying they think it's a game. They think it's sweet.
I don't gotta say nothing. Y'all already know what time it is.
So you know what time it is. Well, I appreciate you coming on here, P. Huh? What'd you say, Solo?
I've been ready.
You been ready? You was born ready?
Nah, I wasn't born ready. I sinned a lot. But once you repent, you know what I'm saying, and you get to be made whole again.
Yeah.
Don't get me started, son.
Yeah. He said, "Don't get me started."
That's what he meant. Okay.
I feel it. He said, "I'm ready. I'm ready."
Are
we ready to go out? I appreciate your time, P. I appreciate you jumping on here and being diligent and getting this done, man.
Man, appreciate you, man. Thank y'all for having me. I love what y'all doing. I'm gonna definitely see y'all around. Yep. Next time we do this, we're gonna do it in person.
I'm with that. I like in person too. Like we could do it. As long as you take a ride out to Wesley Chapel, we good.
I don't know about that. What's that?
Where you at right now? Where in Florida you at?
I'm in Orlando.
You're Old Town. Okay, so he Old Town. So I'm about an hour and a half from where you at least.
Hey, what's up, bro? You ain't messing with the what's good? Hold up. You ain't rocking with Orlando?
His name is Orlando.
My name is Orlando. I live in Orlando, bro.
Oh, okay.
I vacation in Orlando every year. When I do that, it's just we.
I'm like, dang, bro, what's up with Orlando?
We far away. We far away. That's the only thing. That's the only reason why I do that. I don't like
Spring
driving.
Hill, bro. He in Spring Hill. He way out there.
I'm an hour and 40 from you, son.
Yeah.
That's not that bad, though.
But you know some of my people out there. You know M.I.M., probably Debbie Soto, and all those guys.
Oh, yeah.
Those are my people,
you know
bro.
Queen Debbie? Oh, that's my...
That's family right there.
Man.
Yeah, you tell about me.
That's my people.
Yeah, that's
Tony
family.
Toche over there and
Tony Toca. Shout out Tony Toca right here.
Tony two-time.
Stop it, son.
That's my people. Yes, I know yes, bro. That's my peoples, man. I got love for them.
Yeah, my boy.
Queen, I got big love for Queen Debbie, though. I ain't gonna stunt. I got big love for her.
I stayed out. Yeah, Debbie's family. Debbie and Angel. Her and her husband, like that's family right there.
Yeah, Angel. Her son, her whole family, man. Yeah. Like they jazzy them. They beautiful, man. Yep. Beautiful.
And they and it's funny because I lived out in Orlando for a period of time too. I was out there in like 90, not to say my age here and then like that, but like 98ish. I was out there when they had like Pomelands out there and Rocksteady.
I was 05 on Kirkman.
On Kirkman. I was off Sand Lake.
Kirkman, okay. All right. Yeah, Luke.
I was off Sand Lake in the hood over there by the strip clubs. We were in an off street in one of those neighborhoods.
Oh, you are, yeah. Wow.
That's
I ain't never lived over there, so you definitely,
yeah. You was in the hood. We was in the hood.
You was wild. Straight up.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
I know, yeah.
You know Orlando, so you know what time it is.
You been through some things. You had a life, okay? Oh, yeah. Right there, we can talk outside of this.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that's what it is, man. Well, I appreciate your time out here. We always close out with another video. Okay. I usually pick a video, which my pick today was your video coming in. Solo usually has a second pick, so this is his pick. This dude, we've had one of his videos on here. He was with the video that he was featuring with what's his name?
Lecrae.
Lecrae was with Lecrae.
I know who Lecrae is. Yeah.
Oh, this dude is called What is it? 1K Few.
So something like that, bro. I don't even know how to.
I don't know how to say his name.
He's just like one of the biggest. He's one of the biggest Christian artists right now. He on tour. He doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? And he. It's not my genre. You know what I'm saying? You know how I get down, but I gotta respect the movement.
Right. So pretty dope track. We're gonna close out with it, and then and that's it, guys. I appreciate y'all's time.
Hey man, number love, man. Appreciate y'all.
Let's shout out. Give them your socials, P, before I close this out.
Oh yeah, man. P-Butta, you know what I'm saying? All right, my bad. P-Butta, Butter to the P on all social platforms. That's BUTTA #2 DAP. In that corner right there. And just search all the videos. Summer Pack EP out right now. You know what I'm saying? Check out the Instagram because you see all the shows where I'm doing. Cause I got coming up, and man, it's been a pleasure.
All right, y'all heard it here. Black Market Bandit. Y'all enjoy your Tuesday evening. Solo, you got something colorful going on over there, but we're gonna close it out.
Yeah. Peace.
King of the jungle, I'm George. When I hit the gas, I blow it. They was try to come ignore it. I'm a big stepper like dinosaurs. I'm a big stepper like carnivores. Water on me like aboard. Tell them I'm going. He's on top, I'm going. On the rooftop like rock star. In the back seat like pop star. Tell my cup. I came so far that I'm not far. I used to wonder why my uncle was in that kitchen with all them pots. I used to wonder why my pastor was in that room with all them Glocks. Church house, sitting right next to that trap house. Yeah, church house, sitting right next to that trap house. East side of Decatur, you ain't gotta worry about nothing. Guys say pop your flavor, pop it to a kid. don't sit next to those windows, those ain't fireworks. Ambulances interrupting every choir rehearsal. Junkies wanna run to Jesus, but that high reverse. Trap house jumping and they coming like it's underserved. In the track out, passing tracks out, I didn't witness nothing. But I do roll with Jehovah like my favorite clip. Public school, I was the problem, I wanna do my work. In Sunday school with Sister Slate, dropping out the children's church. Trap it out. Church house, same right next to that trap house. Let's go. East side of Decatur. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. Guys say pop your flavor. What he said. Pop it till the kingdom comes. Church house, same right next to that trap house.